Hey, kia ora. Helen Brahms here, coming to you live from Sun City in Arizona. I hope you're having a super fantastic, sparkling start to Thankful Thursday. Oh my gosh, one of my favorite days of the week. I only have 7 favorite days, but I'd like to welcome you to Thankful Thursday. It is this day of gratitude. We should be practicing gratitude in all situations at all times, every single day, not just one day of the week. But we look at things, and this is a day that we can look back. What are we most grateful for that has happened this past week? Whew. I tell you, I sit down every morning and, whoops, got stuff sliding everywhere. Don't stack stuff, it slides. And when I'm doing my sacred time, I always write down at minimum 10 things I am grateful for that morning, right in that moment. And it could be anything from I'm grateful for the roof over my head. I'm grateful that I have a dog. I'm grateful that I have toasty toes. And for me, toasty toes is in the bedroom, there is a heat vent for the heater, for the heat pump thing. And it's right beside my side of the bed, behind the sliding door. And I always have the bedroom door open. I don't like close. Not really claustrophobic. I just don't like sleeping in closed spaces. But anyway, and so the heat comes down behind the door and out onto the floor. So I put my slippers where the heat comes out. And if I happen to get up as the heat is on, I slip on my slippers and I got toasty toes because the slippers are all warmed up on the inside. It's just the little things in life, but I'm grateful for the fact that I have that heat pump that can give me toasty toes. So, it doesn't matter. It can be something big that you're grateful for. It can be something as simple as slipping your feet into a pair of slippers that are warmed by the vent for the heat pump. Something as simple as that. It could be something as simple as I'm grateful I have food in my fridge. It could be I'm grateful that my house is on wheels, and if I don't like it here, I can move. It's as simple as that. There's just lots of things that you can be grateful for. I'm grateful I have a stress ball on my desk for those times when I need to. Actually, it's really good exercise too, because you can use these for exercise. Yes. Because I can watch my tendons. I have tendon issues. But it's something as simple as, where did my pen go? Oh, it's in the holder. I put my pen away. Just got off a call from taking notes, and it's the first thing I do. Put everything away. I'm grateful I have a pen to write with and I have paper to write on. It can be something simple. It can be something deep and meaningful for you that you are grateful for. But sit down each day and write in your journal, or if it's not your journal, your planner, write on something every day, 10 things that you're grateful for in the morning. And yes, 10 things can seem like a lot. So start off with 2 or 3 things in the morning, and then do another 2 or 3 at night. 2 or 3 things you're grateful for in the morning, and then before you go to bed at night, 2 to 3 things that you are grateful for that happened that day. I got the cutest picture of Zeffie today, and I'm going to post it up online. But she has the corner of the bed, because you're in the RV. The bed has this very long, you have a couple of inches either side of the mattress. I could probably get a king in there, but the base isn't big enough for a king. So we've got a queen bed. And she sleeps in the pillow area of where a second person would sleep. And I have this old body pillow that goes across the back of the headboard and down the side. And then I have another old body pillow that's actually in that gap to stop her from sliding down between the bed, in that gap between and she probably would end up sliding down in there, knowing this little one. But I have this gap there, and so I put an old body pillow in there to stop her from sliding off the bed and into that gap during the middle of the night. And then I have the other body pillow on top of that to help hold it up there. And so what I do in the morning when I get up is grab her blanket, if she's not already covered, and I toss it so it goes up over top of the edge of the pillow and of the body pillow, and creates this little tent for her. Well, this morning when I went in to get ready to take her for a walk and everything else, because I'd done all my other stuff, so I went in to get ready to take her for a walk. And I walked in, I turned the light on and went, oh my God. And I quickly ran back out, and I'm going, please don't move, please don't move, please don't move. As I picked up my phone and went back and took a picture of her. Her head only was out from underneath this tent that had been created by the blanket, and her head was resting on my pillow. It's the cutest picture ever, and I'm going to be putting it up on Facebook shortly. But yeah, cutest picture ever, and all you can just see is just her head out from underneath this tent blanket, and it's on my pillow. And it's just the cutest. And she just stayed there for ages. And I went and I laid down on the bed on my stomach and just started talking to her and stroking her. And she stayed there for ages. And normally when I get like that on the bed with her, she's sort of like, after a couple minutes, okay, I'm getting up. But no, she just stayed there. She was happy to stay there this morning and get lots of loving and lots of scratches. So we had a beautiful start to the day, and I'm grateful that I get to have those moments with her and make her feel safe. And then she was having an itchy ear. So I was rubbing on the outside of her ear, and she kept pushing her head harder and harder on my hand, so I kind of kept resisting it. And you got to the point where she yelped, and I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. But I spent it. And so then she just laid there, and I had her in my arms, and she just laid there, and I was just stroking her, and she actually fell asleep in my arms, which she doesn't normally do. So I was kind of like, oh, such special moments, and I'm grateful for those little moments. They make your day extra special. So I'm just feeling extra loved today because she actually went limp enough. I mean, I went like this with her hand and with her paw, and it just went. She was like out. She was completely relaxed, and I think that's the first time ever that she's fallen asleep in my arms. So that was kind of cool to have that experience this morning with her. So I'm grateful for that experience. But be grateful for the things that you have. This one here always still amazes people because I get comments about this every time I mention it, is that I'm grateful when I pay the bills. Be grateful when you pay your bills, that you have the money in the account to cover your bill. What was one of the bills I just paid? Power bill. Paid the power bill, thanked the power company for providing the service so that I may have electricity in my RV. And be able to have lights on at night, be able to run my computer, my laptop, the air fryer. Oh my gosh, last night's dinner was so good. Oh, wow, that was awesome. There's nothing left of that. Yeah, none of it got left till breakfast this morning. I was like, man, and I was sitting there, I was looking at the thing, going, nope, it's got to have it for breakfast morning. And I was like, yeah, no, that didn't last. Yeah, that whole portobello mushroom egg thing, it was so good. It was so good. Yeah, it was good to be back in the kitchen creating as well. So grateful I had that opportunity too. But anyway, I'm out of here. Go have a super fantastic, sparkling, thankful Thursday. Find things to be grateful for and write them down. The reason you write them down is because there is a connection between when you take a piece of paper and you actually put pen to paper, there is a connection between that and here and helping you remember things. People go, oh, I remember things all the time. Yeah. Okay. Best way I remember things, I write them down. And that way it's written. It's also like a journal as well. So it's kind of like, but anyway, I'm out of here. Go have a super fantastic, sparkling day, and we'll catch you guys back here this evening around 6 p.m. Mountain Time. I don't think I have anything on tonight. But anyway, we'll catch you guys later this evening. Have a super fantastic, sparkling, grateful day. Hei konera.